Have you ever felt nervous, anxious, or stressed, and noticed that your stomach begins to feel uneasy? Maybe you've experienced those butterflies in your stomach when you're excited or have a sinking feeling when you're worried. Well, it turns out that there's a reason for that. Our stomach is often referred to as the second brain, and it's not just a catchy phrase, it's a term backed by science. The reason your stomach reacts to emotions is because it's deeply connected to your brain through something called the gut-brain axis, a complex communication system that links your gut with your brain. So, when you're anxious, stressed, or even happy, your gut can feel it too. In fact, about 90% of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that influences mood, is produced in your gut. This means your stomach doesn't just help digest food, but it also plays a role in managing your mood and overall well-being. But why does the stomach have such a powerful connection with the brain? Let's explore why your stomach is sometimes called the second brain and what that means for your health, particularly as you age. First, it's important to know that our stomach and digestive system are packed with millions of neurons, just like the brain. This network of neurons is known as the enteric nervous system, and it can control your digestion independently from the brain. Imagine that your stomach has its own nervous system. This system is often called the brain in the gut, and it plays a huge role in regulating how our food is digested, absorbed, and moved through the body. So, when you eat something, your stomach doesn't just sit back and wait for digestion to happen, it's actively involved. The ENS helps control the contractions of your stomach muscles to move food, and it also releases digestive enzymes to break down the food you eat. But what's fascinating is that the ENS can work without direct instructions from the brain. It has a level of independence that is unique in the body. Think about it. When you eat, your stomach doesn't need to check in with the brain every time it wants to digest something. The brain may send signals telling the stomach what to do, but the gut is capable of responding to signals and controlling its actions on its own. The ENS is able to think for itself when it comes to managing digestion. Now, this might sound a little strange, but this level of autonomy is part of what makes your stomach so special and why it's considered a second brain. It's like a mini brain inside your gut, working tirelessly to keep things moving smoothly, so your digestive system doesn't have to rely on your brain to function. Now that we've learned about the stomach's ability to function independently with its own neural system, let's talk about how this second brain interacts with your emotions and mental health. It's incredible, but our gut and brain are constantly communicating through the vagus nerve, a major highway of nerve fibers that connect the two. When you're stressed, nervous, or even happy, signals travel back and forth between your brain and your gut. And as you can imagine, this connection is much stronger than we might think. Have you ever felt nervous before an important event or presentation, and suddenly felt a tightening in your stomach? Or perhaps after a stressful day, you noticed bloating, indigestion, or a general feeling of discomfort? This is the gut-brain connection in action. The brain reacts to stress, and the stomach follows suit, often resulting in physical symptoms like stomach cramps, nausea, or bloating. This is because your enteric nervous system, ENS, doesn't just control the physical processes of digestion, but it's also in charge of how your gut reacts to stress. The ENS and the brain are constantly sending signals back and forth, and when you're under stress, your brain signals to your stomach to produce more acid, which can lead to discomfort and even conditions like acid reflux or gastritis. In fact, studies have shown that emotional stress can actually affect the way your digestive system functions. For example, anxiety can trigger feelings of nausea or upset stomach. On the other hand, depression has been linked to gut problems such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and constipation. So, it's clear that not only is the stomach a powerful digestive organ, but it also plays a critical role in how we feel emotionally. But here's the good news. By learning how to manage stress and support your gut, you can improve both your emotional and physical well-being. This is where stress-relieving techniques and gut-healthy habits can make a big difference in your life. One of the easiest ways to improve this connection is through mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Simple practices like deep breathing exercises, yoga, or meditation can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm the stress response and gives your stomach a break. When you're able to relax your body and mind, your gut will often feel more at ease too. I know from personal experience that when I took the time to relax and slow down, my stomach felt so much better. Another great way to support your gut-brain connection is by choosing foods that promote a healthy gut microbiome. Your stomach and intestines are home to trillions of bacteria that play a crucial role in digestion, immune function, and even mental health. Probiotics, which are found in foods like yogurt, kefir, and fermented vegetables, help keep the good bacteria in balance, which can improve digestion and reduce symptoms of stress and anxiety. So, as you can see, there's a strong link between how we feel mentally and how our stomach responds physically. Managing stress and supporting our gut with the right foods can help create a harmonious balance between our brain and our second brain, the gut. Now that we've explored how stress and emotions affect our gut health, let's move on to some practical steps you can take to keep your second brain happy and healthy. There are a few more tips I've found that really made a difference in my own journey with stomach health, and I can't wait to share them with you. So let's dive into that now. Now that we've discussed the connection between the gut and brain and how emotions can impact stomach health, let's dive into some practical tips to help keep your second brain healthy and functioning well. These tips are simple to follow and can lead to a more comfortable and balanced life, especially as we age. First, one of the best things you can do for your gut and overall digestion is to eat smaller, more frequent meals. As we get older, our metabolism slows down, and our stomachs can become more sensitive to larger portions of food. Eating smaller meals throughout the day not only helps your digestive system handle food more easily, but it can also prevent those uncomfortable spikes in stomach acid that lead to heartburn or acid reflux. I personally found that when I shifted to eating 5 to 6 smaller meals a day, instead of 3 large ones, my stomach felt lighter and less prone to discomfort. Additionally, chewing your food thoroughly is a simple yet incredibly effective way to support your digestive health. I know it sounds basic, but I've learned that when I slow down and chew each bite well, I experience less bloating and indigestion. This gives your stomach a head start, because the more you break down food in your mouth, the less work your stomach has to do. It's a small habit that has a big payoff. Staying hydrated is another important factor. Water plays a key role in digestion. It helps break down food, absorb nutrients, and move food through your intestines. Many of us don't drink enough water, and as we get older, dehydration can be a common issue. I make sure to drink a glass of water before each meal, and I try to sip on water throughout the day. If you find plain water a bit boring, you can also try herbal teas like peppermint or ginger tea, which are soothing for the stomach. The next tip is about avoiding trigger foods. We all have certain foods that make our stomachs react, whether it's spicy foods, caffeine, or acidic fruits like tomatoes. For me, I realized that certain trigger foods would set off my stomach, leading to acid reflux or discomfort. Spicy food, in particular, was a big culprit. I also noticed that drinking too much coffee or eating heavy meals late at night would make my symptoms worse. I found that by avoiding or limiting these foods, my stomach felt much more balanced. Now, let's talk about the importance of managing stress. This ties in closely with everything we've discussed. Stress is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to stomach problems. If you're stressed out, you can't ignore that your gut is feeling it too. Cortisol, the stress hormone, has a direct impact on your digestive system. It can increase stomach acid production and slow down the digestive process. Over time, this can contribute to acid reflux, bloating, and other digestive discomforts. For me, managing stress became a priority, especially after I learned how much it was affecting my stomach. Simple techniques like deep breathing exercises, yoga, or even going for a walk outside helped me relax and reduce my stomach discomfort. I found that when I took time each day to de-stress, even for just 10 to 15 minutes, my stomach felt so much better. Lastly, getting regular physical activity is a game changer for both your stomach and overall health. Exercise doesn't just help you stay fit, it also supports your digestive system. When we exercise, the muscles in our intestines get a boost, helping move food and waste through the digestive tract more efficiently. I started incorporating daily walks and light stretching into my routine, and not only did my stomach feel better, but my overall energy levels and mood improved too. So, to summarize, taking care of your stomach and supporting your gut health involves eating smaller, more frequent meals, chewing your food thoroughly, staying hydrated, avoiding trigger foods, managing stress, and staying active. By following these simple yet powerful habits, you can help your second brain, the gut, function at its best. Remember, the key to a healthy gut is consistency. It may take time, but with patience and these small lifestyle changes, you can feel more comfortable, energized, and at peace with your digestive system. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these tips have been helpful to you, and I'd love to hear about your experiences with stomach health and any tips that have worked for you. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more helpful content on maintaining good health, especially as we age. Take care, and remember, your stomach and gut are incredibly important to your overall health. Treat them with care, and they will thank you for it.